I'm getting the thumbs up. I think that means we are ready to kick off all of today's festivities at the Toast. Who's excited to be here? I'm Clayton Whitson with the Madison County Chamber of Commerce, and I couldn't be more excited to be sharing in this momentous occasion here with so many friends and community supporters. But Darla doesn't do anything simple, so we're going to start with a toast for the Toast. And with that, I would like to hand it over here to the owner of the Toast, Darla Salih.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here today. It's such an important day because it's kind of melds together the past and the present, and so I'm just so thankful that you're here as our community to do this with us. So what we wanted to do was to do a toast to the Toast, and what I have here is the original bell that was here that we found underneath a pile of oil, and and so we cleaned her up, and so I just thought that we would toast to the Toast and our community and how beautiful it is as you look around today. If we could do that together, and I'll just ring the bell. So to our community and the Toast. So we'll put this back into commission in a couple weeks, so be ready for it. Can you hold that, please? Thank you, dear.
And now we'd like to share a little story about the history of this location and to provide a blessing for the new business, the new Toast here. And so with that, I would like to invite Pastor Rick Vale from the Central Christian Church.
Thank you. So I am the pastor of the church down the street with the domes, and this place is sacred to me, this spot, not because of the Western omelets, which were wonderful, but because in 1858 my church was chartered, and 13 people met in the county courthouse, and then moved to the Chestnut School, and then they saved up $175 to buy this piece of property. And they bought it in 1861 and built a church in 1862 that stood right here. First Christian Church, it was called for a few years until it was called Central Christian. After a while, they grew to 500 in size, and they saved up some more money, and they moved down the street to where we currently are at our new building that was built in 1900. So this place has been special for me. There's going to be a plaque that has a picture of our old church on it. And I know we are representing a lot of different beliefs here. I'm not going to ask you to agree with everything, but I'm going to ask you to indulge me as I, as a gift, want to say a blessing and call upon God to give a blessing to this place that has always been sacred to this town for a variety of reasons. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful fallish day, and we thank you for the creativity, generosity, and energy that go into revitalizing what were lively parts of this town and are becoming more lively every day. Father, we thank you for resurgence and life. We thank you for rebirth. We thank you for the people who have brought this together, and we ask that everybody who comes through these doors will find a place where they are loved, where they are served, where they are finding a little bit of home and hospitality. Thank you for blessing this place for as long as this town has been here. We ask that you will continue to do so, along with the people that come in and go out. Thank you for hearing me. In Jesus' name I pray all these things. Amen.
Thank you, Rick. And once again, I am so fortunate to be able to do this ribbon cutting with our friend. I believe we've done over 100 of these together.
May I give a dedication here?
We absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Haywood Banks.
I've done a lot of odd ribbon cuttings in my life, but this is probably the highlight here. It'd be an actual Toast Cafe, and with a following a prayer too. I've never had a a prayer opened my show. So this is amazing. But the preacher and I are going to be on the road next week. So anyway, there we go. All around the country and coast to coast. People always say, what do you like most? I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. I always tell them I like toast. Yeah, toast!
I'm not going to lie. I've been to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I've been around to Indianapolis Motor Speedway with Mario Andretti. This is the coolest experience I've ever had in my life. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Mike, I'm as excited.
At 2 o'clock, we've got a full show from
Not
Hayward.
here yet, but I'll be here at 2 o'clock. So. Wonderful. I'll step back.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And our other celebrity here to learn all about the toast, their offerings, and the journey of this building. Please put your hands together for Mayor Tom Broderick Jr.
Well, thank you, Clayton. Thank you. Well, you know, I was a little bit afraid of following after a prayer, but now after following, wow, you know, they make politicians do a lot of weird stuff, don't they? I'm telling you what. Now, I can't be more proud than being out here today. Obviously, the toast does have a huge history, and it's very iconic in our community. And what's really cool, you know, it was first built and came about in 1951, and that's kind of cool because that means it's older than I am, and these days I have a hard time finding things that are older than me. So it's kind of neat to see this. Oh, well, you know, you see what happens when you ask. But no, I am very proud to be here today. I do have a little proclamation I'd like to give, and then I'm going to have Darla come up, and I'd like to ask her a few questions about this and have her say anything else she'd like, she or Gary or whoever she'd like to have step up to the mic. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and quickly provide this proclamation. This is a proclamation celebrating the revitalization of the Toast Cafe and recognizing Gary and Darla Salih for their exceptional community support. Whereas as community advocates, supporters, and investors and visionaries, Gary and Darla Salih have committed their time, resources, and love for the Anderson community by engaging in numerous enterprises, all for the benefit of the citizens of Anderson. Whereas the Toast Cafe first opened in 1951, the owners at that time, Ted Demas and Andy Vorvos, I believe it is, and quickly became a staple of downtown restaurants in the community for the next 73 years. And it has grown into a downtown iconic location where families, friends, and visitors have gathered and have spent countless hours enjoying friendly companionship and good food. Whereas after the passing through 5 different ownerships, Darla and Gary Salih saw the potential and the need for a complete restoration of this iconic facility to ensure the legacy of the Toast Cafe will remain part of Anderson fabric and history for many years to come. And whereas the city of Anderson has enjoyed over the last several years a rejuvenation of its downtown, which has brought several thousand visitors annually and investors into our community, which revitalization would not have occurred but for the commitment of current downtown owners and the new visions and investments made by community entrepreneurs like Gary Salih and Darla Salih. Whereas, as Gary has stated in the past, the Toast Cafe, like Anderson itself, has a storied history and has endured through changes in makeup of the city and is on the verge of this exciting rebirth. Whereas the citizen and city of Anderson wishes to honor the vision and dedication of Darla and Gary for their ongoing efforts to revitalize and save the Toast restaurant, not only for the present Anderson citizens, but on behalf of the generations to come, all who are proud to call Anderson home. Therefore, I, as the mayor of the city of Anderson, hereby proudly and publicly recognize and extend a grateful thanks to Darla Salih and Gary Salih for their exceptional service and vision for the city of Anderson, and I proudly declare today, October 13th, 2024, to be the Toast Cafe Day in the city of Anderson. All compliments of the efforts and commitment of Gary Salih and Darla Salih and their many friends and associates who collectively had made this a reality. So congratulations and thank you on behalf of the city of Anderson.
Thank you. That's amazing.
And now, Darla, how are you doing?
Oh, man.
When I seen the bell earlier, it had me worried. If you know Darla, if it wasn't for Darla, all the cool stuff that you see that go on throughout the year, the parades downtown, the parades around the town, the Independence Day celebration, the Christmas celebration, all those things happen because of Darla and her commitment to the city and willingness to continue to work with the city, even though she also works diligently on behalf of the ASO in Anderson as their executive director. But now, her and Gary have taken on yet another task because they have a lot to do and they have a lot of free time, right? But when I seen that bell, I thought, okay, Darla's going to be dinging out about every 2 minutes. Say, time's up. Next up. So, tell us about this great journey.
It has been a labor of love. Let me tell you, we ended up. When we took ownership, we jumped in and realized that it kind of needed renovated from underground, 6 feet underground up. So it took a while, but we wanted to do it right because we wanted it to be here for another 75 years, you know. So it was important to us. You know, my dad is sitting right there, and he and my mom, this is a special place for them, and I want to continue that legacy for our family, but I also want to continue that legacy for all of our families, because the stories that people have told us through the years, the last year and a half of renovating this, have just been so profound, and I love that, and so this is kind of our labor of love back to the community.
Well, I tell you what, let's give up a little love for Darla and Gary. Come on. So I know when you guys took it over, like you said, you came in and you realized, wow, this is going to take a little extra work.
Yes, a lot of extra work.
And
Money, yeah.
And money. Okay, Gary. No, I tell you what, there has been a lot of stuff going on downtown, and you really are behind so much of that. We appreciate it. But again, your investments and your commitments to coming in here mean so much. And I know everybody asked the same question many times over to you, but what's your projection on when you think it will be open for business, so to speak?
So we are hoping in 2 to 3 weeks we're going to finish up our training. And by the way, we have a phenomenal staff, and they already are just showing how amazing they are. And a lot of them are up here today. So feast your eyes on this greatness over here. And so that's right. So in a few more weeks, we'll be ready to open. We're going to do all that important training, so everyone's experience is perfect.
And I know you've got a lot of festivities planned for today, so tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing throughout the day.
Well, you had a little taste of Haywood Banks at 2, so you don't want to miss that. And then at 3, it just makes sense that the Flying Toasters are here today to play for us. And all through that, we'll have different things happening for you to check out and to enjoy. But Operation Love is here, and we are collecting cans for them, and certainly collecting donations if you forgot your cans, because as I said that, I saw everybody go, oh. So they'll take cash.
Well, and again, thank you for concerning yourself about one of our local charities. I know they do a lot to help people, so it is a great cause. So thank you for that. Gary, would you like to have a word or two? I think you should.
I would like to talk, but Darla doesn't really want me to.
That's not true.
No, we're really proud of what we've accomplished here, and we're really excited about what we think we're going to accomplish even more with this group of people down here. As Darla said, it's a tremendous group of people. We think we have the all-star team in the restaurant business in Madison County, and we're kind of excited about it. And we just hope that we can continue to prove to all of you that we can do something in the community that we all can benefit from. And I would like to say that we're not really special people. We just said, this community needs something, let's just do it. And I think everyone here could do that too. It doesn't take that much.
We all rise together.
We all rise together. And the rising tide raises all ships. So let's rise with the tide, right?
Absolutely.
Well, Gary and Darla, thank you so much for being part of our community and part of that inspiration. We'll all try to follow that calling and follow in your footsteps. Big footsteps to follow in, but we're all going to try. So thank you so much. Would you like to say anything else before we wrap up and cut the ribbon?
I have a list a mile long.
Well, you take your time and go. And just for everybody knows, this mic feeds into the camera. It's not a PA. This one is not either. So, oh, that's Wolfboom. So, all right. Hey, Brad, how you doing?
He's like, well, my ears are shot now.
So, go ahead and tell us.
Well, we have had so many great subs that have come in and worked at the Toast, and we're so grateful for you. And so just if you would raise your hand if you've done work at the Toast on any level, raise your hands up. Look at that. Yeah, this is an amazing group of people. So I know I'm going to forget one, so just bear with me and then shout out your name at the end. First, we wanted to thank Bankable. Terry, Jennifer, and Marcy, they are just phenomenal people, and as you well know, they do a great job making people's dreams come true. So they have been prolific in our community, and I'm so grateful to them, not only for us, but for my friends that they've helped along the way. Hannigan Construction. Landon, where are you? Landon is the guy. He's been here every day faithfully, and he was here at 7:30 this morning fixing something for us. So we sent him a text, I think it was 2 in the morning, and he came at 7:30. So we're grateful for you, Landon. He is a phenomenal gentleman. He's incredible. And then Troy, yep, right there with Hannigan Construction, has been phenomenal as well. KRM Architects, Mike Montgomery, has been wonderful. C&T Design with Emily. Is she here anywhere? Okay, she's been wonderful. She has gone above and beyond, helped us find Hannigan's Construction. So she's done all kinds of things for us. So I have to just point out also Green Electric and Ryan and Christian Green and Ryan's dad. That's what I call him because I don't still know his first name. He's just Ryan's dad. So Jim!
I like
Shout out
Ryan's
to Jim. Yeah. Ryan has really just taken point on a lot of things, and it has just become a very close personal friend to us, and we're so grateful to you. He's such a good human. So if you don't know Ryan, you need to know Ryan. Vern's Concrete, that guy cracks me up every day, but he has been so kind to us and helpful in a million different ways. And there's a stage, thank you, in the back corner, and Vern gave that to us as a gift to us, so we're grateful to him for that. Paul Del Molino Plumbing and his great team. Paul, if he's here, I know he's gonna try to get here today at some point, but just a funny guy that kept us on our toes. Aaron Saunders with Roofers, he's just a loyal, great guy. Brad Evans, EPI Fencing. Brett Davis did demo for us. Cox Recycling. Mark Turner with the Salt Shop. And Angie Bostic with Edmondson Cleaners. Sarah Dykstra did the beautiful flowers. Jackrabbit Coffee. There's so many people who have spoken into our lives over the last several months and helped us out. So if I forgot you, raise your, Buck's Trucks. I got to tell you, I text them and I go, I'm in trouble. I need something here because we've got stuff everywhere. That day, 2 hours later, we had a dumpster. So we're so grateful to you, Toby and Amy. We love you guys. And we thank the prior owners and their vision that got us here. And so we're grateful to them and their work. Who did I forget? Raise your hand. Shout your name out. Oh, Kathy Gray. She helped me not only by designing stuff here, but also just encouraging me to trust my gut. And the things that I designed, I would run past her and she'd be like, yes. It's so encouraging and helpful. So I'm grateful to her. Our GM, Morgan Applebaum, has gone above and beyond, and we're so grateful to her. Philip George, the mural, if you see the crosswalk over here, if you haven't seen it yet, he did that. It's amazing. More stuff to come from him. And for our employees who have just gone above and beyond already, and I'm so sorry this is so long, but there are so many great people that have been so great to us. The Gaslight girls, our Gaslight committee, those girls, I would text to the group and say, hey, I got to roll all these silverware. 3 minutes later, a bunch of women come rolling in and like they have it done in 5 minutes. So I just love them. And most of all, family. We've missed some stuff. We've missed some stuff this last year. And I apologize for that. And we have missed our kids. And so we're kind of glad to have this wrapped up and handed over to Morgan, our GM, so that we can get back to spending time with our babies because we love them. Thank you for your sacrifice. And we hope that we made you proud and have built you something to sustain you and carry on our life's work of loving and lifting others up. And finally, Gary, I just want to say to you, on the record, I'm sorry. Gary has seen some stuff. The poor guy. He got the brunt of all of my frustration right there. That guy took it all. So I think, thank you guys for being here today with us and celebrating with us. And we just couldn't do any of this, honestly, without God sustaining us and sustaining our marriage. And really, I just have to say one more time, it's such an honor for me to have my dad here, just front and center. He's a big Toast fan, and he's a big Darla fan, so I'm proud to have him here. And my brother over there, the big tall guy in the hat. I'm so proud of him. And then my son was able to come from Denver for this weekend. So that's why we kind of fast-tracked this. And my daughter's somewhere. She had the two little ones. Okay. She has the two little ones. And then Ben Salee, we have two Bens. We have Ben Couch and Ben Salee. So grateful for their family. And then our other child, Patrick, is on his way. So, which is always the case. Dude is later than I am everywhere. So again, just thank you so much. I thank all of you. You've all played such an important part in this, so thank you.
And I'd also like to give an acknowledgement to Mayor Broderick. From Ruby's Cafe to Lahodi's Steakhouse, now to the Toast. Your commitment to the revitalization of downtown is tremendous, and thank you for all that you do.
And Clayton, you're right. And I should have said that, and you're absolutely right. He has been, I meant to say that when we needed help, he helped us right away. When we needed to figure something out, he sent somebody out that knew exactly what we needed to do. So I'm grateful to you, Mayor. Thank you for being invested in downtown in Anderson. So thank you very much.
And the final thank you goes to Darla and Gary. For those of you that may not know, they are the 2024 Entrepreneurs of the Year by the Madison County Chamber. And that award was given not just because we love food, which clearly we do, but for their ongoing commitment and vision, whether it be Jingles, Wrecked, any number of other organizations like Anderson Main Street or planning the parades, but your continued vision for Anderson and especially in the downtown region is just a true blessing to have you in our community. Thank you for everything from the bottom of our hearts. As I've mentioned before, Mayor Broderick and I have done over 100 of these. This might be the largest crowd we've ever had for one of these, so I expect this to be the loudest crowd that we've ever had here with a 3, 2, 1 countdown. So I need to hear you all the way in the back. Let me hear you. 3, 2, 1.